right, just did a quick week ahead energy, and already day one starts with sound this trumpet, the surrender, but it's also kind of like you get these other hands like I'm with you and they feel it too. And Tuesday is just feeling literally dissected, like it's kind of like feeling like you're on the chopping block and you like someone is there analyzing you, telling you about every piece of you, and it can feel painful, but at least honesty beats the fakeness, and eventually you'll start to learn that there's good stuff, because if you see what's open, those are like vital organs, the big stuff, the heart, the lung, the stomach, the intestines, like all the stuff that you need to function. And so while they're nitpicking on the smaller details, you're realizing big picture, there's good shit going on. And then Wednesday cracks me up because this is you kind of going, all right, cool. I'll play the clown outwardly, but you know what? Inwardly, I'm gonna strategize, and I'll get to that. You are strategizing. Thursday is submerging yourself in the emotions, and sometimes crying is not bad. Sometimes rain is not bad because it can get too dry and too dead. You know, plants die without the water. And yes, submerging water too much every day can kill it, but I saw this thing where like someone took a succulent and just totally submerged it and it bubbled, and it was like that's what it needed, you know. And so this is kind of what you need for yourself. So Thursday can be a self-care day, but mostly I feel like it's a reflection day where you're kind of like, let me take what's been going on, not just this week, but overall, and I'm gonna sit in it, and I'm gonna be okay. Like I'm gonna be okay even if I cry or not. But I feel like you won't be crying though. Like it's done, at least this week. I don't know about in the future. I'm with you. I don't want to, but that's life. We're gonna experience it all, right? And Friday is when this isn't just about the balance, but about you kind of taking what has been happening and like mixing your own cocktail, your own version, like changing things up and not doing their way, doing it your way. And you're getting this revival, a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, a fifth chance. It's you kind of remembering yourself, what you're here, what you're meant to be doing, and how you want to do it, you know. And you're not, yeah, outwardly you're gonna just be like whatever, but inwardly this is your true self, and you're gonna keep it to yourself and just work on it. So between Monday and Tuesday, breaking it down, yeah, it's gonna feel stormy. Like I said, it's gonna feel like, oh man, I just want to cry, you know, this week, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna ride it out. I'm gonna beat this storm. It's a short temporary thing, and you're gonna, again, from Tuesday to Wednesday, that's when you kind of realize like, I got this. I know what I gotta do. And there's a lot of like hands up, kind of like I surrender, but also outwardly you surrender to this outward situation, but inwardly you're aiming for a new goal, a new trophy, a new whatever it is for you and not for them. And you're not going to share with them because it's not theirs. So again, Wednesday to Thursday, it's like, yes, I mentioned recharging, but as soon as you recharge, it's going to be go time, and it's going to be fast, which is awesome. And again, this part right here, Thursday to Friday, this isn't like you being on the defensive or you defending against it. This is you defending your baby, your project, your whatever it is, your creation, you know? So, and what was I going to say with this one? This one, it still reiterates that people are with you. There are, like, you feel attacked by who you feel attacked by, but what's cool is people still see you as a leader even if the ones above you don't. And in fact, it could be that the ones above you are threatened because you are bringing changes they can't handle. And that's fair, because sometimes we get overwhelmed too, right? We are like, holy shit, this is too much. And instead of thinking about change, how about we just get the F out of here, you know? And here, don't discard what you have now. Like, just again, put it in the back burner. You keep doing you. There are people watching you, people who are inspired by you. And again, you just do it for you, you know? That's how you become the so-called people's leader versus a manager or a corporate leader or whatever, you know? And this card normally reminds me of like someone who's so injured, but what's funny is like this one is sort of like, nope, you know what? Barriers up, boundaries up. I know what I've been through. I'm wiser, smarter, stronger. It's like that soldier who in a civilian life, you can't detect them, but you kind of can, because you're like, there's something different, you know? They're more mentally, physically prepared. They're quicker because they're analyzing faster. And you, yeah, they made you have your guards up, but it's fine, because while you're guarding your true intentions and your baby, your project, as I said, just put on this facade like, I'm just a civilian, I'm not the soldier, I'm not here to be combative, but I am doing what I'm going to do to get to that front line. I'm going to do it quietly, secretly, and that's actually the best way to get there without getting killed, right? And this, again, oh, I just literally said, and don't get killed, and it shows this, which is funny. Yeah. And I love how this has a crown, and this has a crown too. And this is like I said, the second half of this work week is movement, but only strategized movement, and only movement after you've rested and thought about it and ready to cut off the old. So again, you're this little hermit hiding in the crowd. Like, instead of having to hermit where you're hiding in your little cave or hiding at home, you're gonna be out and about, but just like, don't bother me, you know? Like, I'm not gonna mix with you guys, even though I'm here. I'm not going in the same direction as you. I'm not gonna do the outwardly I'm here, but even then you're not, you know? Like, does that make sense? It's just, you've got a bigger focus, which is you're happily ever after, and not everyone gets to go there, and that's fine. And again, this week's theme is strategy. It is think before acting, and when you do, be very strong and know that you have all the skills, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, and it's okay to try, fail, redo, because that's you. Like, they wouldn't do it, but you would, and that's what makes you better, stronger. And who knows where the future will take us, because we've seen how life is. You